It's good to win. It's good to come on top.
Just like you drew it up?
No, I didn't think I thought we pitched out of the bullpen extremely well. Whether it was Wasikowski giving the ball to Schweiger and then coming in with Ross Lerner at the end of the game, I thought they did an outstanding job. I thought Tanner Andrews didn't have his best night, competed extremely well, but didn't have his best night with command. A couple of the walks ended up costing him, which good teams usually do. And I wasn't super excited about our execution. I thought at the beginning of the ball game we were extremely tentative with the bats, and we were playing pretty soft, to be honest with you. And then as the game went on, we got more aggressive. There were a couple of outs in the 7th inning that I thought were loud outs, and we didn't get recognized for that with the game. And then in the 8th inning, we were able to do some things and so forth. But I wasn't super excited about how the 8th inning could have gone with our poor decisions on the bases that didn't come back to bite us. Lack of execution in the bunting game in the 8th inning that did come back to bite us with additional base running blunders. So happy, yes, we beat IU, or happy we won on a Friday for sure, but not super excited about the type of execution that we showed up with there at the end of the ball game.
What do you think it just says about you guys that were able to keep fighting and keep battling?
Well, I hope that's a staple of this program. That's what we talk about every day. I mean, it's not something where we're hoping to show up and do something right. There's a standard here. We expect it done the right way. And, we expect to never go down, always come out fighting. And I was really proud of the kids. They did that tonight. They showed up and they said, we're not going to quit. We're not going to have this end this way. And I was happy for them with that.
Has a propensity to get hit by a pitch. That kind of started this whole thing for you.
It sure did. And it's weird how hit by pitches happen. And I mean, that wasn't something, I've heard people say, oh, he may lean into something or whatever. It didn't. He just got plugged. And he stood there, he held his ground by a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, and it takes a lot of courage. A lot of guys will just jump out of the way. Evan Warden's a warrior. That's why he's leading off for us. The identity that he brings to the table to start a game. And it happened to be so to start the 8th inning because we got thrown out in the 7th, trying to get one run back in the 7th inning to where we were only down by 2 with 2 innings left. And so, with Evan, he's a warrior, and it's funny how big rallies a lot of times happen with a simple thing like that.
You weren't too happy about the way your team's kind of going for the long ball early on. Today, it was, I think, 5 straight singles. Were you more pleased with the approach in this one?
Not until we started rolling in the middle part of the game. Like I said, I thought we were tentative with the bat.
Yeah.
I didn't think we got after the guy. I thought their pitcher did a very nice job mixing his pitches and pounding the strike zone. And I didn't see us matching his competitiveness early in the ball game. I saw a totally different group that showed up at the end of the ball game mentally with our competitiveness, and that's something that I hope we can continue tomorrow.
What's something that you're going to take away from this game to bring into tomorrow's game?
Well, good pitching, good defense, and Jackson McGowan. Jackson looked like he was fairly locked in today. That was a lot of fun to see. And I hope that they can just build off of the excitement of winning a game against your in-state rival. I think that's big for the fans and for the guys in this locker room. It's not a program that won a bunch of games last year, so any win we get at this point in time is big, especially for guys that had to go through some of the things that they had to go through. Mentally, it always is maybe a good remedy for whatever the negative is of the past.
Talked about the loud outs, but in the 8th you hit 2 screamers right at the first baseman that glanced off his glove. Were they due because you had the loud outs? It seemed like those were plays that he could have made, could have gone either way, and sometimes you got to have those kind of bounces.
Anytime a guy squares a ball up in a college game and they weren't hit right at him, they were hit to a side of him, those are hard plays. And he wasn't able to make those plays tonight. But anytime a ball is just squared up the way they were, and those balls were blurs that were hit, it definitely wasn't to the fault of the young man for Indiana. It was more to the credit of the hitters that we had. The only thing I was disappointed in is the lack of discipline on the bases when the emotions started carrying into it and guys started to get excited. We kind of lost our presence of mind and we started running the bases stupidly, not being able to execute an inside game, simple situation to where that could have led to an even bigger inning and a more destructive inning for our opponent.
Thanks, Coach.